Hi everybody, my name is Caden.
I'm Jaden.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Eli.
And I'm Jason.
And we are the Yahoo and the Torah YouTube channel.
And we thank you guys very, very much for spending this time with us. And we thank you guys very much. Everybody who is joining us, you are definitely our family. There is a tremendous amount of love that we have. And it is on YouTube, it is on Odyssey, it is on BitChute, and it is all around the place. And we are getting a lot of traction on other platforms. If you guys have not checked out Odyssey, we have a link in the description. Out of all the other platforms that are out there, I think Odyssey, even though there's not a lot of views there, is probably one of my favorite platforms. It seems like it might be the most resilient. BitChute is, I said that to begin with, is the ghettos. But as more and more people are coming across, the first people that we saw were I don't know if they're like white pride neo-Nazi guys that were very angry with everything. But they came across, and that was the first experience that we had with the people of BitChute. But now we're actually getting human beings that are actually human beings that are looking, and they're seeking Yah, they're seeking His commandments. And so I'm going to take that back, that it's not the ghettos, that it's just another hangout. And I guess if there's any place that could possibly be the ghettos, it would be YouTube. Because they censor absolutely everything. A week ago or so, we got a strike for something we had said like a year ago. And it was reading the book of Ezra, right? It was talking about the people at the end times, how life is going to be shortened. And I guess we can't say anything of truth here on YouTube. So guys, please check out the other platforms. Also, we have Yahoo and the Torah. .net, and it's YHWH ANDTHETORAH.net, where we have plainly listed out the laws, statutes, and commands of our Creator. And we are the people that believe. And we believe because of what the scriptures say. And so we believe what the scriptures say, that the laws, statutes, and commands are good for all times. It's good for all generations. It is good till the end of time. And this is what we found our life on. This is what we wake up to. This is what we go to bed to. This is what we hope that you guys wake up to and go to bed to. And, this family just got done with a 16-day long time. None of this family had slept in 16 days. We had the pinnacle of everything yesterday, where we had to kill our little cow. And I would be lying to you if I said that there were no tears. I would have to say that there were buckets of tears all around us. And I am very, very thankful for my family. I am extremely grateful for my family that we are able to go through trying times like this. And it's a blessing to have family. It's a blessing to be in Yah's love, in Yah's glory. And one thing I guess that I want to bring out on this whole thing while we're sitting here and it's kind of fresh. I don't want to go down. I don't want to go in emotional. We've been emotional for 16 days. I don't want to be emotional. But what I would like to say is the entire sacrifice system of Yah's, the way it is, I don't think people clearly understand it. I don't, and unless and that's one thing about living in these hard, brutish jungles, is it's not the same as living in your corralled off lands of North America, or where things are kind of not the Wild West. We are in the Wild South, and it is a lot different. And so when you have to take the life of an animal, life is one thing you cannot undo, all right? It's one of the things that you cannot be prepared for, is losing a life, somebody else losing a life, and things of that nature. And as I was thinking about this and just trying to bring glory to Yah in everything, it really hit me hard that the sacrificial system, people weren't getting it, right? They were just grabbing their animals, lining them up, and they were getting absolved of their, they were getting absolved of their sins. They could live a life of sin, and the things that had to pay the price were the precious animals. Now, these animals, we love our animals here, and if you guys don't have a dog or have any animals to love, you're missing out on part of life, because animal lovers have a different kind of a outlook on life. It's same for anything, but when they were taking that perfect, unblemished lamb, either for Passover or for whatever it was, you're talking a very delicate, precious little animal who is very loving, right? Our creatures are the creatures of our Creator, are extremely lovable. It goes from cows to dogs to everything that our Creator has built has a tendency to love. In fact, we had a little owl like years and years and years ago. We found an owl on the road. We named him Who. And we all fell in love with his itty bitty tiny owl. He's like 2.5 inches tall. He was like a tawny mouthed owl. And we all loved this little owl. And here's the thing, is the owl died. And what I found out later is Nicole was actually giving the bird CPR. She was trying to bring the bird back to life, and she was so sad about our little owl dying that these are the things that we will do for a life. Is, you know, and some people go, oh, that's really weird giving a bird CPR. And I'm like, no, that's actually just pure love. That is actually pure love. The same love that we have with our animals. And, you know, our Creator has built love. He's built humanity. He's built emotions. He's built all of this stuff. And, you know, I guess at the end of the day, what we can chalk everything up to is experience, right? We ended up with an experience, and just the last 15, 16 days are an experience of a lifetime that these boys have never quite experienced. We've had cows, lots of cows die, but as far as staying up night and day for what was over 2 weeks, right? We didn't have a Shabbat for 2 weeks. And I told them last night when we finally were going to bed, that we were going to, that they wouldn't be a normal, right? They weren't going to wake up spunky. They weren't going to feel good, that your body is going to be super sore. And until we get back to a Shabbat, that's what it's going to be. And so this boss clan, not only did we have a testing beyond testing that broke our hearts, ripped our minds, souls out, 15, 16 days of this, right? Right before we went to bed, the dogs broke into a fight. So, like, we're literally destroyed. Beyond destroyed. Our hearts are just ripped. We're so tired. And for whatever reason, the stupid dogs again broke into a fight. And it was very quick. It was very efficient. I saw Caden chuck a dog over his shoulder into a room. There was another dog that got taken. Nicole was rear naked choking another dog. And there were no injuries, right? There were absolutely no injuries. We just got shook up. It was a fight over nothing. But we had devils and demons that were literally trying to push a knife in us as deep as it possibly could. In fact, we even had evil people that came on YouTube and were telling us, you know, just some great evil stuff. When everything is lost, and we were looking at hope and love and some experiences, and we share this stuff with you guys so that you guys can see that the life of Torah keepers aren't all beauty, right? It's not like you're going to walk through life with no tragedy. You're not going to walk through life and everything's going to be good. You're not always going to have money when you need money. You're not always going to have health when you think you should have health. And you're not always going to have a life alive when you believe that there should be a life alive. I don't know how many prayers went up for our baby cow, right? And were they answered? No. But my prayers were never just to raise the cow. My prayers were always if it's the will of Yah. And sometimes we have to lose things to regain a grasp on life and grasp on reality and understand how precious life is. And so these are the things this family's learning, and that we hope that we can share with you guys. And we hope and pray that as we share our experiences and this crazy life that we live, which is beyond crazy. Most people would never even believe it, the kind of things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. And I know you guys deal with a lot of stuff too as well. Ours are just on a life or death, structure. We could literally die at any point of the day, having dogs like we have, and it's all by accident. But by the power of Yah, we are protected, and we all glory is to Yah. Anyone have anything final on this, on that whole section? No. Everyone good?
Yeah.
Everyone gonna be okay?
I think so.
Okay. There's still some zombies here. It's meant to be. Because of this. Today is month 6. It is the 2nd day of the week, and it is the 15th day on our Creator's calendar. And again, thank you guys so much. We love you guys, and just we really, really, really appreciate this channel and the channels out there. And that's our dogs. There's nothing we can do. We try to get through this stuff. We have spray bottles. Cade's over there spraying the dogs, trying to keep them quiet during this stuff. But they, dogs do what dogs do. All right. So here we go. And this is Deuteronomy 17. And this is another one of these. It's a tricky chapter, gentlemen. This is one of these things I'd like to there's one final thing I'd like to say on comments. We're a little bit behind. And for the most part, my goal and my hopes and dreams were always to respond personally to every comment that's out there. But there's a lot of the same comments that I'm going to have to do like videos for. And so if we're behind and you haven't seen like a heart or a star, it's not necessarily because we just haven't had time. And also, YouTube hides all this stuff, so we'll find comments like weeks later or months later or something of the sort, and it was, they just don't put them in the back end with the video stuff that they give to content providers. So it's pretty lacking what they do and how they hide all these comments. But let's begin. Deuteronomy 17. You shall not sacrifice unto Yahuwah Eloheka any bullock or sheep wherein is blemish or any evil favoredness, for it is an abomination to Yahuwah Eloheka. And that's where I started thinking about the sacrifice, right? The sacrifice system. These are beautiful, young animals, right? And it's if you look at this and if you keep these animals in your house, right? Would you continue living in sin if you had to go and take the knife to your own cow or own sheep or whatever, right? If we were still back in the Levitical system, are you willing to stay in evil that you have to have an animal killed for your sins, right? And our Creator has said, I don't want sacrifice. I want obedience. And that's what this is all about. We are supposed to be obedient in everything that we do, everything. So, verse 2. If there be found among you, within any of your gates, which Yahuwah Eloheka gives you, man or woman, that has wrought wickedness in the sight of Yahuwah Eloheka, in transgressing his covenant, and has gone and served other Elohim, and worshipped them, either the sun, or the moon, or any of the host of heaven, which I have not commanded, and it be told you, and you have heard it, and inquired diligently, and behold, it be true, and the thing certain, that such abomination is wrought in Yashrael, then you shall bring forth that man or that woman which have committed that wicked thing unto your gates, even that man or woman, and shall stone them with stones till they die. Okay, this is a commandment.
Right.
This is not a Levitical commandment, because we don't need priests to get rid evil of our lands, but this is something that, again, we need to put a little asterisk by it, because
in the land.
Yeah, you should be in the land, right? Because if you're not in the land and you start stoning these people, that, because there's people out there that, what do you think Sunday worshiping is?
Worshiping the sun.
You're worshiping the sun, right? So everybody who's in a Sunday church, if the Torah was correct, we would take them outside the things and stone them. We would also take the church and burn that church to the ground. And in fact, all the cities where everybody are worshiping other Elohim, we should burn the cities to the ground according to the commandment. So, Nicole, I know we have 3 chapters we got to go through, so
Yep.
Do we just do this later?
I'm adding it to the bottom. So
Okay, add it to the bottom. So yeah, these are commandments, but again, folks, please don't go grabbing stones and picking them up. And I don't know if that's even good advice if I tell you not to, but for the sake of your liberties, yeah, for the sake of your own liberties, you shouldn't do it. I mean, I'm sure Yah would hold it, as same way that Phineas, when he ran a spear through the dude who was with the abominable woman. But you're probably going to spend the rest of your time in the clink, and so that's probably something you should think about when you consider this. 6. At the mouth of 2 witnesses or 3 witnesses shall he that is worthy of death be put to death. But at the mouth of 1 witness he shall not be put to death. Okay, this is very important stuff too, right? This is how we do it, right? You can't just say, hey, this guy's like doing this. It has to be more than one person. Right. And it goes beyond that.
We have only one person that's like, he said things.
Exactly. And well, here's the thing. If you want to be a witness to this, which you absolutely should be a witness, then verse 7 is for you. The hands of the witnesses shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterward the hands of all the people. So you shall put evil away from among you. Guys, these are hard words to hear, right? This is why the Christians believe the laws of God are on the cross, because they don't want to hear things like this, right? If you are wicked, you should be killed, right? If you are a man of Yah, then you are the one and you are the witness, right? And it would be very easy when these are the laws to turn your eye away from this, right? Because you're commanded to pick up the rock and kill this guy, right? That would be what the man has to do. 1 or 2 witnesses. You're the first to kill this person in front of it. And you're going to end up with this person's family very angry at you, right? Yeah. If you went and you killed some guy, chucked some rocks at him and killed him because he was super evil, they're going to be angry. Okay, 8. If there arise a matter too hard for you in judgment, between blood and blood, between plea and plea, between stroke and stroke, being matters of controversy within your gates, then you shall arise and get up into the place which Yahuwah Eloheka shall choose. And you shall come unto the priests of the Levium, and unto the judge that shall be in those days, and inquire, and they shall show you the sentence of judgment. Okay, and again, I've talked to you guys about this. How would we choose the right judges?
Torah, people that are based in the Torah. There are people that are known years in the Torah that have experience with it, because if you choose someone that's not in Torah, they're going to judge who knows what they're going to
I
do.
would want a judge who has written the Torah out and that has literally written this down, because there shouldn't be any him-hawing around here. But if they get into a situation that they don't know what to do, then they take them to the priest, they take them to another judge, right? Whoever the judge is in those days, and hopefully it's a right ruling judge. And you shall do according to the sentence which they of that place which Yahuwah shall choose and shall show you. And you shall guard to do according to all that they inform you. So you got to execute the judgment of the judges.
So I don't know if there's a command or not, if we can like go up to a place where we find judges, or if we just have to kind of figure it out.
Here's the problem, Jade. Jubs. That's got our nicknames here. You're not going to find righteous judges here. If you're looking at like North America and these sold out judges that all sit up on these seats, every one of them have taken bribes. Every one of them are satanic. Every one of them wear the black gavel. It's all satanic. The entire thing is satanic. So if we were set apart and we were set up into our own village, like say for instance, you guys end up with wives and we end up with families and we end up with all this stuff, we end up with our own tribe. This is how we would want to judge our own tribe, right? When one of your kids' wives or something came up or did something of the sort, it would be very unfortunate, but that would be what you would want to do in the eyes of Yah. Okay, verse 12. And the man that will do presumptuously and will not hearken unto the priest that stands to minister before Yahuwah Eloheka, or unto the judge, even that man shall die, and you shall put away the evil from Yashrael.
So if you're too stiff-necked to listen, you're gonna die.
Or if you're a beta male, right? If he doesn't want to, the judge says this guy must die, and you were the witness, and you refuse to go kill him, then watch out for the rocks. The rocks are coming your way.
11.
Did I miss 11?
I think you did. Maybe I'm sleepy.
Maybe. All right, so 10 is, and you shall do according to the sentence which they of that place which Yahuwah shall choose shall show you, and you shall guard to do according to all that they inform you, according to the sentence of the Torah. I did miss it. Which they shall teach you, and according to the judgment which they shall tell you, you shall do. You shall not decline from the sentence which they shall show you to the right hand or to the left, and the man that will do presumptuously and will not hearken unto the priest that stands to minister there before Yahuwah Eloheka, or unto the judge, even that man shall die, and you shall put away evil from Yashrael. Okay, see, I feel like we're missing things here. I don't know. The things that we can do in the land are not things that we definitely can do here.
Well, we can't go around killing people.
We cannot go around killing them, but we're not in a land. See, these people were in a land that Yah protected, right? And if they are doing this and the people rose up against them, Yah's going to smite them down. We are all outside in captivity. We've all awakened in Mitzrayim, and here we are. So we have to be very careful on these commandments. These are things, we'll put these in asterisks because they are things we should absolutely do, but we shouldn't do them in the land we are in captivity with right now, or we'll end up in the clink, like I said. Okay, is it 13?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And all the people shall hear and fear and do no more presumptuously, right? And these people became an example, right? When the people all around you see that you're willing and that the people are bold enough to put evil outside of their midst, they will do that. But people are so weak anymore. It's just the men have become women and the women become men, and they're just so weak. All right, 14. When you are come unto the land which Yahuwah Eloheka gives you, and you shall possess it, and shall dwell therein, and shall say, I will set a king over me, like as all the nations that are about me. You shall in any wise set him king over you, whom Yahuwah Eloheka shall choose. One from among your brethren shall you set king over you. You may not set a stranger over you, which is not your brother. Okay? So these are all commands, right? If we would want to, these are things that we need to add in the commands, so we probably need to spend a little time dialing in the last 3 days, Nicole, and maybe not today, but a day soon. What's your thoughts?
I don't know.
She's too tired. She's tired. She's tired. All right, 17. Neither shall he multiply women to himself, that his heart turn not away.
Did you do 16?
I don't know. Did I miss it?
Yes, you missed 16.
So I say she's tired, but I missed two things here, so I guess she's not the only one. But he shall not multiply horses to himself, nor cause the people to return to Mitzrayim, to the end that he should multiply horses. For as much as Yahuwah has said unto you, ye shall henceforth return no more that way.
So there are obviously a lot of horses in Mitzrayim.
And that's something kings like, I guess. They're a bunch of horses. I don't know. They should get pit bulls.
Probably good for our army.
Maybe, yeah. You should get some pit bulls, though. You don't have to have all those people to protect you. You could have, a little room full of pit bulls. Somebody sneaks in at night. That would be it. All right, 17. Neither shall he multiply women to himself, that his heart turn not away. Neither shall he greatly multiply to himself silver and gold. Okay, here's that command right here. Neither shall he multiply women to himself. Now, when you talk about multiply, I think it's more than two. Right? I mean, it's
Solomon.
one. Yes, well, Solomon, he went completely off. Solomon broke every one of these, right? Solomon broke Deuteronomy 17.
He multiplied
He
a
had
lot.
Horses. Remember all those horses he had? He had everything. He had tons of stuff.
He had a lot of silver, a lot of
and he had
gold.
women that were essentially idols or like, I don't know, conquered things like souvenirs, I guess, as we say. 18. Did I get 17?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, just checking. And it shall be, when he sits upon the throne of his kingdom, that he shall write him a copy of this Torah in a sefer out of that which is before the priest, the Levium. And it shall be with him. So, I mean, these are all commands. We need to add this as a command, right? So everybody, I think everybody should be doing this as well. And it shall be with him, and he shall read therein all the days of his life, that he may learn to fear Yahuwah Eloheinu, to guard all the words of this Torah and these statutes to do them, that his heart be not lifted up above his brethren, and that he turn not aside from the commandment to the right hand or to the left, to the end that he may prolong his days in his kingdom, and he and his children in the midst of Yashrael. All right, gentlemen. Boy, you guys are looking dead.
Yeah.
Looking dead. I'll hopefully see you guys alive in the next couple of days. Hopefully we can make it to a Shabbat without great evil befalling us. And anyone have anything?
Yeah. Read your Bibles. My
He's speaking, but Z's are coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it. I see a little emoticon. What is that? There's a little bubble for the
Speech bubble?
comics. The speech bubble. Yeah, I see something coming out, but it's all Z's. So anyway, we are good, folks, and we love you guys, and we thank you guys. Those who supported us through these trials and tribulations, we will never forget you. And the Grand, we love you very, very much. Carla and all your kids, we love you very much. Fearmonger, Ori Pup, Zachariah Z.
Tyler.
And Tyler, yeah, we love you. Zachariah Z and his wife, I don't know what her name is other than RS. And if I didn't say your name, it's just because we're super, super tired. But yeah, we love you guys very, very much. Thank you guys for making this all what you do. Please check out the other platforms. At some point, YouTube is going to censor all of this. They censor 90% of truth that is outside of the world right now. At some point, they are going to stop the truth of the Torah, which is, that's all biblical stuff. They will set this up. So, guys, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. I love you all. Thank you, and goodbye.
Shalom.
Shalom.